Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good, everyone's chilling, going about their day nice and lovely. Today, we are going to be taking on and playing... Tainted Keeper, because I decided why not. Anyways, hope y'all are doing good. If you guys are chilling and whatnot, you know, go spin down is kind of wicked, right? I'm not tripping on that. Anywho, any doodle. Hope y'all are doing good. I am doing, honestly, okay. For the most part, I am just kind of chilling. I'm be real with y'all. Just got done recording the other episode, but is what it is. That Caligo miasma of night do be hitting a little beautiful, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Reason I bring that up is because it's all I've been fucking listening to. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Something about that Elden Ring Night Rain soundtrack being added to Spotify, it did wonders to me, because I get to listen to what I genuinely feel might be some of the greatest video game soundtracks of all. One of the best video game soundtracks of all time. On essentially a daily basis with Caligo Miasma of Night. And I don't say that like to just fuck around either. Like I'm being 100% honest when I say that. Night Rain, I think, genuinely has one of the best soundtracks of any video game ever. It sounds phenomenal. It is phenomenal, truly. I'm not even joking. My glaze cannot be understated. It is actually fucking breathtaking how beautiful the music in that game is. And the fact that it exists it only makes me smile even more. You feel me? But yeah, besides all that, I hope you guys are doing well. I bring this up just because it was, like I said, Spotify. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I have considered maybe hopping off the Spotify train just because, I mean, from what I know / what I hear, they like just in general, Spotify as like a company don't really be paying people well enough, you know what I mean? Like they kind of always be hoeing people, from what I know, when it comes to payouts and whatnot in that sense. So one, it sucks to, you know, it sucks to support, in my opinion, people on there because they're not getting much money. And if I do support them on there, then, you know, the issue that comes out is essentially, if I want to support indie people or, you know, people that don't make crazy money like that, you know, always, you know, from what I know, you know, I keep saying, you know, that reminds me of another topic I want to discuss also later. But essentially, from what I am aware of, the best method or whatever of supporting your favorite artist, if they are indie or whatever, is to A, buy their music, just straight up buy it, not stream it, buy their music, and B, go to a concert, buy the merch, shit like that, you feel me? Now, obviously, I think there are some artists out there who, in my opinion, I can obviously be like, they don't need me to support them in that way, you understand? I'm pretty sure Kanye West doesn't need more money for him to, what's the word I'm thinking of? For him to just go on and say more anti-Semitic remarks and whatnot, you feel me? Some of these things just aren't needed. I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift also doesn't need all that money, considering she has like untold amounts of money. She has amassed a insane fortune, dare I say. Honestly, hold on. It might be goated. Wait a minute, right? You might be thinking, Tony, what the fuck is so goated about the bean? The reason I say that is because I'm never going to use it because it's the fucking bean. Who cares? But I have the item that gives me cracked stats for having a charged active item. So best to use it on one I'm not gonna need. Oh my god, look at that. Just damn near got a whole damage increase and a luck up. You can't tell me that wasn't a goated decision, you feel me? And the perfect thing, you could think, Tony, why would you ever use it? Because it also charges in like a second. Come on, man. It inflicts poison and it charges in like genuinely 1 second, bro. Not genuinely. It charges quick. All right, that's all you need to know. It charges quick. You cannot look at that and tell me bad item, bad pickup, you know? The fact that you picked that up, Tony, genuinely hurts me because that was a bad decision. No, I will not take that slander because I don't believe you. I don't believe that you genuinely think it was a bad decision. You feel me? But okay, like I was saying, support them by either A, buying merch, or going to a concert to see them. All right, that is how you would usually support an artist like that. Now me, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I don't really be listening to too many indie artists like that. However, friends of mine have definitely put me on some indie artists that, one, I enjoy their music a lot, and I really do mean a lot. I think it's really good. And two, it doesn't hurt to support them. If you like what they do, it doesn't hurt to show some love. So that's where the whole like kind of weird feeling issue is that I know Spotify fucking sucks for doing that. You know what I mean? But the issue comes from it's like so convenient for me. But then again, what am I supposed to do in that room, dog? I can't blow anyone up. I hate my life. I hate my life, man. I suck at Isaac. Fuck my Chungus life or whatever, right? I don't know. Like I was saying, man, it just... I know it's kind of got that... Holy... It's got that sense of like, Tony, you kind of just do whatever the hell you want or whatever, I guess, you feel me? Not do whatever the hell you want, but you understand what I mean? It's like, Tony, I guess at the end of the day, it's your life. You choose what you want to do with it. And if something's more convenient for you, then I think you should do that. It's what's the word I'm thinking of, bro? Performative. You feel me? Is it just some performative thing to do? Or is it genuine? Is it for real? Just like a I couldn't care less or whatever kind of deal, you know what I mean? Very odd, very interesting to think about, in my opinion. I find that stuff always interesting to think about. And honestly, I feel that way heavily when it comes to that instance of, you know, it's kind of, if you're in the music space or whatever, it's not news or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's pretty well discussed and also just pretty well known that that is a thing, that is an issue with Spotify, is that they just don't be paying their artists. They don't pay the artists like either A, you could say fairly, or B, well, or both. And it's kind of just like, man, if only there was something you could do or whatever kind of deal, you feel me? That wasn't worth it. That I lost money on that transaction there, so that was a little interesting on Tony's end, I guess. I'm trying not to, my bad. My apologies. Don't nobody want that, bro. Is there another bomb up here, maybe, perhaps? Because I kind of actually want to bomb that little corner right there. Doesn't look like it. Oh well, we'll buy you. We'll move on. I don't know, man. It just kind of is, it just feels weird, I guess. You feel me? It just feels weird to A, think about, and B, kind of just in my mind, if I ever will make that switch sort of deal, because it's like, you know, I want to support the indie artists that I also enjoy, and I genuinely do enjoy. But do I want to, I don't know. Do I want to do it out of the, what's the word I'm thinking of? Minor inconvenience or whatever, because I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Or from what I think. Who is calling me? Give me a second. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Hold on. Apologies, actually. Just got a phone call in regards to a Destiny raid that was potentially gonna happen. But yeah, you know what I mean? I don't think it would be that hard or whatever, but it's kind of that sort of, like, you know what I mean? It's, maybe you don't know what I mean. I feel like, one, also, what the fuck was that, bro? Motherfucker just appeared out of nowhere and started hitting my ass. Move. Move. Have mercy on my soul. Okay, what was the dealio there, bro? I almost died. Oh my goodness. Okay, like I was saying, it's just kind of where it gets into that one issue of, it's like, Tony, you're really gonna do this, or not do this, but you're really gonna not do this or whatever. It's so easy to do. You're such a piece of shit or whatever. And it's like, am I really the worst human being on earth or whatever for just not wanting to have some minor inconvenience? You feel me? Not to get philosophical or whatever, but it doesn't damn near every human being on earth want to just do this shit? Life fucking blows or whatever, and you just kind of just want to make it as convenient for yourself as possible almost all the fucking time. Am I really, you know, death threat level territory or whatever? And it's like, Tony, you get a death threat? No, obviously not. But granted, this is Twitter. Who gives a fuck about Twitter? Truth be told, I really started taking it seriously for a second, and then I realized, like, wait a minute, these people are fucking losers. I think that's honestly, nah, there you go. I think that's what the discussion should be focused on now, actually. We shouldn't be yapping about switching, which, you know, I think we should still talk about that or whatever. I don't think it's a bad thing to speak on. I don't know, I'll keep you guys posted, I guess, on my life in that sense. Will Tony end up switching to, like, a better platform or whatever? That's a fucking issue, though, is that not every artist is available on every platform, and same thing with not every song, you feel me? I already pay for fucking YouTube Premium, might as well just go for YouTube Music or whatever, right? It's like, Tony, but if you pay for YouTube Premium, you're actually, like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what bit this is. Tony, kill yourself, essentially, you know? And it's like, oh my god, my fault, guys. That's on me. I should have known better, obviously. I mean, I guess it's not bad. My name's Freddie Gibbs. Yeah, I'm Freddie Gibbs. No, I'm sorry. I'm quoting a stupid ass song. It's not, doesn't even exist, you know? But I'll keep you guys posted on that sense. You know what I mean? I'll keep you guys posted on the sense of that. What's up with everyone on that damn website being miserable? You know what I mean? I'd be thinking, Tony, what is that damn website? Context clues, little bro. All right, rewind the video if you want to fucking know. But this is not even like a joke. This is like a genuine inquiry. I'm not even fucking around at this point. just dead ass. What's up with everyone being, I say this with the kindest heart that I can muster. What's up with everyone being such a little bitch, bro? And I don't mean that in no disrespectful ass way, but I also mean that with all my heart. What is the deal with everyone on that site being the most miserable human being or the most insufferable human being you've ever seen? I never thought I'd say this, bro. Twitter motherfuckers rival Redditors in their level of shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I mean? And I ain't even fucking around with you, all right? Now, what I'm about to say here, you could be like, oh, Tony, 343 shill, whatever, you know, say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not arguing in that sense. But I feel like, one, there was a new Halo reveal, all right? There was a new Halo reveal for Campaign Evolved. I discussed it. I said I am personally optimistic, but obviously I'm aware to keep cautiously optimistic, you know? We'll see. At the end of the day, we will see what's good. All right? But for some reason, you got people out here who are just like, I don't even know how to describe it, man. It's just like, bro, shut up. You feel me? Making valid complaints, in which case I'm like, that makes sense. Obviously, you want to be cautiously optimistic. I understand. You want to point out some things you see that you're maybe not agreeing with. 100% get it, bro. Do that. I do that shit all the time. I was talking about it with Arc Raiders and Marathon. You know what I mean? I was talking about that with Arc Raiders and Marathon, about being like, you know, you kind of want to not keep an eye out on the game or whatever, but I am optimistic for the game. I want it to do well, but you got to understand the issues that kind of come plaguing it and what needs to be done about these kind of deals. You know what I mean? It's not all sunshine and rainbows, little bro. And I say that genuinely too. It's not all sunshine and rainbows with anything. But one, it's not hard to, I guess, just not be a bitch or whatever. And two, you don't gotta be an asshole about every single fucking thing on planet Earth or whatever, you know? Although the miserable motherfuckers on Twitter would have you think otherwise. But being genuine, being dead ass here. All right, you will see people on that site. This is the one that I saw. This is the one I saw that kind of had me like, what are we doing? It was someone making a complaint about Halo, the new game, and it was, they added an ammo counter onto the needler. What are they doing? I feel like 343 or whatever, 343i, always tries to make the AR in like any sort of thing they're doing. They always make it look way bulkier than it really was. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm being dead ass. Have y'all recently played MCC, or have y'all recently played Halo 1? Because I feel like the argument of they're always making it look so bulky. Have you seen it? That shit is ginormous. It is a huge ass and bulky ass gun, and I'm gonna be real with you, it didn't look any larger in the comparison between the original game and the thing that we recently saw. And also, are we really complaining about an ammo counter on a needler? Bro, who the hell cares? You know what I mean? On my Peter Griffin shit, bro. Oh my god, who the hell cares? Why is this really what the complaints are right now, bro? Now, there is some valid criticism, one of which came now, granted, take this with a grain of salt. Right here, take this with a grain of salt. It's Twitter, anyone lies. It was this these tweets from this person who was essentially being like, hey, look, when we had initially designed the mission for Silent Cartographer, we wanted to make it so it wasn't just so insanely easy to take the Warthog from the regular beach section of the mission and just simply drive it over to the, what's it called? Drive it over to the section with the hunters and whatnot, you know? We didn't want to make it the easiest thing on planet Earth. We wanted to make it hard to kind of discourage you from wanting to simply take the Warthog and just run them over with it, you feel me? And I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, that makes sense. And he was, you know, the person that was writing this was talking about how that's why they put these like rocks and they made the formations the way they were, was to discourage people from trying to do this. Now, from what I saw at the, you know, the thing, did it look like, what's what I'm thinking of? Did it look like they were trying to remove that stuff or whatever? I couldn't make it out too much. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, like gameplay. I'm gonna have to rewatch gameplay or whatever. But essentially, it's like, yeah, that I understand, bro. You know what I mean? If original dev or whatever is saying, hey, we designed it in this way because we wanted this thing to happen. Oh yeah, sure. You know, if not random, but if dev is literally like, hey, we had it designed with this in mind, it obviously kind of looks like in this remake they're kind of steering away from that design. I think that's an issue if you guys are trying to make a very faithful remaster / remake, then that makes sense. You know what I mean? That is a valid ass criticism. But being like they ammo countered the Needler, bro, it's like, are we really complaining about this? You know what I mean? And then, you know, the dev even acknowledged it too. The dev had even acknowledged, like, yeah, obviously people did manage to get shit through. We also weren't expecting people to drive warthogs into the tunnels of the, I was about to say Promethean, I'm so cooked. Into the tunnels and whatnot, into the depths of the base. But it's what people did. But the thing is, we made it with that design intentionally to discourage it. If people ended up finding a way, that's perfectly fine, you know. But we had it designed in mind for that to not be a thing. People will find their way. But if you make it so people can do it their way whenever the hell they want to or whatever, then that's, I guess, where I see the issue come up. You know what I mean? You design something with a certain case in mind, that makes sense. You want it to be experienced this way because that's how you think it is best experienced. People will find their own ways to break it, but for the people that don't, they're gonna end up going the designed route, and that's how it's best played or whatever. That's how you see it. But instead, if you remove that barrier or whatever, then most people playing it are gonna not experience the one-on-one hunter fight and probably be like, let me just take this warthog up there and ram their asses, you know? Simple, simple, simple. There were also some art style, like stylistic things that I can see people complaining about, and in my mind, I'd be like, yeah, this makes sense to make a complaint about this. It was the fact that in the Unreal Engine 5 demo or whatever, the pre-release thing, the Silent Cartographer, although it does look very nice and whatnot, all of the ancient, unused Halo technology on the ring made by the Forerunners, looks like brand new, pristine condition. No one's there to, like, you know, fuck with it or whatever. And the exact example given was the location where you fight the hunters. In the original game, it is like a shoddy, kind of half dome looking thing, but you can kind of pretty much tell, like, oh yeah, it's got like intentional, this looks older design. You know what I mean? That is bad. I might die here. And it's already past the 25-minute mark, so if I die, that's the end of the episode. No, I want to keep playing. Whatever, man. But yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. There are valid criticisms to bring up in terms of that. I'm not discrediting that. I'm just sort of trying to, or whatever, just be like, why are we complaining about the most bitchiest thing on planet Earth? You know what I mean, bro? It baffles me, bro. You know what I mean? And that's not it either. It's not only just that. It's also just seeing some of that was ass. Oh, I get both? What the hell? Okay, quick question. Do I want both? I'm gonna be real with you, not really. I have an issue with that item in that it can potentially kill my ass. And that doesn't sound too fun, does it? Grab you, bomb you, and grab you. It just, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm not picking up on it all or whatever. Tony, you're taking Twitter too seriously. Maybe. Although I do enjoy the people being stupid and dumb on Twitter on some occasions, you know. I do enjoy laughing at the at the people saying dumb shit, you know. I feel like everyone should get a little funny laugh from that in any sense. You know what I mean? That's what comedy movies are made. That is such a horrible design, I guess you would call it. Oh, I'm gonna die. Alright. Then we have to sacrifice you. Ow. And then we gotta go back. We gotta go get another penny. Ow? I don't know. We'll find out. Here. I know how, kind of. I'm against it. I'll be honest with you. I'm very much against it, but... it's a tears up. It's too good. Yeah, nah, it was a tears up, but I can't risk it. I can't risk any potential negative things falling on my way that way. But yeah, man, it's just like Twitter blows, bro. Twitter just be like, man, you guys do suck, you know? It really do just kind of be like that a lot of the time. You guys just kind of suck. Suck what? Just suck, bro, in general. I'm real with y'all, man. And don't even get me started, bro. Don't even get me started on the people who be like, you know what? Honestly, I figured it out. Chat, guys, whatever, you know, whatever I want to reload this with. I have cracked the code on Twitter as a whole, all right? Just imagine / pretend everyone on the site is 12 years old. Because one, it should be well-known fact, there should be no reason that I should be subject to listening to the opinion of a 12-year-old. And two, they suck, obviously, all right? We know this, they suck. Like, really hard they suck. It's not even funny. So we can just put everything we don't like on that, and then we'll be nice and happy and lovely, bro. You feel me? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? I'm low-key putting y'all on game here, and I feel like you guys are taking me for granted in this sense. You feel me? trying to put y'all on the most goated game I know. And that is, if you find someone you don't agree with, just imagine they are a dumb, stupid kid. And just live life, you know, knowing you're better than them at every turn. $0.15 pageant boy could have been great investment, you know? It could have potentially been all dimes. What are the odds of that happening? No one start giving me numbers. Nobody start throwing numbers. That's all I'm saying. All right, trust me, they will be lost in all discussion, and I will not listen to any of it. So you guys know that one bit where it's like, get those lights out of my face. It is what it is, bro. You know, just pretend everyone is always younger than you ever in any internet discussion or any disagreement, and you will live life very long and prosperous. You feel me? Am I missing anything? I guess this. Let's see what's up here. What was that? Oh! Oh man, it doesn't matter. I have freaking charge shots. Ah well, guess I'll just have to exist and live life and continue on or whatever. Oh, woe is me, I'm such a complainer. You guys doing good? You guys existing? You guys chilling? I'll be real with y'all. I've been very tired this weekend. Not really tired, honestly. More so just like exhausted isn't even the right word. You know, I never thought I'd really say this or whatever, especially considering it's the weekend. But it's kind of like, why can't this weekend be done? Why can't it just, and I don't mean why can't this weekend be done? Start the week, bro. I'm ready to go back to work. No. Why can't it be done? I'm ready for next week, dog. I'm ready for next weekend. Give me next weekend and we're good. You feel me? That is what I mean. You guys see like the ancient Romulus cube rotating over there? What's up with that? You know what I mean, man? Cause like, life is life, it's chill, it's whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real with you. It's just like, man, shit kind of blows. Kind of just want to get through it all. I just kind of want to get through it all and see the next day. You feel me? What was that? I got hit once and lost all my children. There's no way you could pay an entire key to just end this room early, bro. That feels not right. You know what I mean? Oh, speed down at no gain. That's so good. I love this video game, man. It knows exactly how I feel about everything ever. And that is good in every way, right, fellas? Oh, I forgot I blow up these rocks now. That's kind of... it's okay. Ooh. Justice. Wait! That's not allowed. That's less illegal. Come on, bro. Ref, come on. Don't let that one slide. It's a damage up. Succubus. Oh, I realize I have no money. I'm a moron. We move. Hello? There we are. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I don't know. Maybe I got some, not underlying condition is not the correct term here, but maybe Tony's got some like issues of his own to sort out or something like that. You feel me? What the hell is happening? Why am I blowing up? Did I pick up explosives recently? What the hell is that, bro? Why are they blowing my ass up, man? Literally. Not even figurative, just straight up literally, bro. Whatever. Whatever. Come on, man. You can't let that one slide. Ref. Ooh, something. That was cheating. Alright, oh, damage multiplier doesn't stack? Alright, then I'm grabbing this. It's literally a better stat upgrade. Or no, because that increases everything, doesn't it? Range. No, that's a whole ass 1.5 damage up. That's really good. Nah, yeah. We'll grab you instead. But yeah, man, I don't know. You guys ever get that weird feeling sometimes? That something's not right? I've been feeling that this whole week. Not like impending sense of doom or whatever, which I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't even know if this is a real thing or whatever. I saw it on House, so you could take that with as many grains of salt as you want. But is it true that like impending sense of doom is like a real ass, not diagnosis or whatever, but it's like a real ass feeling you could have? And it's a symptom. It's a real ass symptom you can have of something is quote unquote impending sense of doom. Honestly, hold on. If I'm gonna be real with y'all here, if I'm gonna be honest, I think one of the weirdest things I've ever learned in my days, in my years, in my yestertime or whatever, is learning that impending sense of doom, not that, but that a certain medication, I forget the exact generic, but Accutane, you know, the acne shit, that one of the side effects is one, horrible birth defects. I mean, and I genuinely mean that. Horrible birth defects for, what's it called? For children, if it is taken in pregnant women, which is why there is a whole lengthy process that happens for getting the medication. It's both lengthy for men and women, but I've noticed this for women, it's way more strict because of the whole deal of like, you can't have a baby while on this, or else you will give your baby horrible birth defects, you know? Makes sense, or whatever. But not only that, all right? That's not the crazy part. Well, I guess it is crazy to think about, is that there is just a acne medication, you know, that you can take that will just straight up, if you have a kid with it, like, you're not killing them, but you are subjecting them to horrible potential things to happen to them, you know? And it's like, to think about that is kind of just like, man, this fucking sucks, you know what I mean? But two, that another side effect of Accutane is suicidal thoughts. Now, how does that happen? I don't know. I am no doctor. Okay? But you best believe if I found out one of the side effects of a medication was to make the person who's taking it want to kill themselves, you best believe a part of me is like, nah, we can't do this, right? We can't continue with this. Cause nah, bro. You feel me? That's wicked. Not wicked in a good way. That's like wicked, bro. That's twisted. You know what I mean? It seems a little insane. Now, obviously, I do gotta say, all right, I do have to say, Tony, you're starting to get into some real weird rhetoric of like side effects ruining your life and whatnot. You know? Are you sure you're not some like anti-medication, anti-big pharma kind of person? No. I do believe there is a benefit to taking and, you know, staying adherent to your medication provided to you by your doctor. You know what I mean? However, that's not where the however is coming from. It just feels weird to give a medication to what's gonna affect largely group of teenagers who are already kind of going through it, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, Tony, you know, teenagers, whatever. You know, teenagers already are under pressure and whatnot. I feel like it feels weird to have that be a medication mainly for them, who are both a little bit more likely to have a kid, and 2, also more likely to, I guess, fall in the category of doing the act of, you know, committing suicide or whatever. And it just feels insane to me that that is the group where it's like, yup, that's where the medication goes to them. And not only that, it just kind of feels weird that a side effect of a medication is you want to kill yourself. You know what I mean, bro? That's like, huh? What did you say? It just feels a little odd. What the nah, I'm dead. I'm dead, right? I'm actually dead? What do you mean? I almost killed myself just shooting and walking. I see the issue now. Well, let me pop this real quick. I'm afraid of having them, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's doing good damage, and I'm afraid of having them because I'm afraid of blowing my own self up. All right. Nah, that's criminal. You can't do that. I'm sorry. You can't. That's not legally allowed. Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god, he's dead. Oh, we did it. Nice. Nice job, Tony. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Alright, okay, so I feel like I didn't get to finish whatever I was talking about because I was too busy being locked in. You know, it's not, take your doctor. You know, if your doctor prescribes you a medication, it's probably because it would work, you know what I mean? So take your medication, obviously, but it's just crazy to me that there is although it's highly regulated, I will say it is a highly regulated medication. It's still crazy to me that there is still a medication out there that is able to be sold to people that a side effect of it is just, I've been starting to think about dying, you know? It's like, what are we doing? Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.